All good.
You've said over the last number of weeks that you're going to vote to bring down this government, force a spring election. But if you're given the choice when Parliament comes back between helping workers and bringing down the government, what will you do?
I appreciate the question. We've been really clear on this. The government has had 2 months. We could have called back Parliament weeks ago. We called on the government to recall Parliament to put in place supports for workers. Workers are already seeing job losses. And now we've got tariffs in place on steel and aluminum that are going to affect those workers. We've said from the beginning, we need a package of supports in place now. As soon as the threats were clear, we needed a package of support for the workers. I was on a call with all the leaders of opposition and the Prime Minister. I was the only leader to raise the point that we need this support package for workers. In addition, we need to realize that there's also going to be some pressures on the cost of living. So we need better protections in place to keep life affordable. We need those things passed in Parliament. There's 2 months to do that. If the Liberals were serious about doing it, they could have recalled Parliament. We could have got these things passed. But now it's become clear that Mark Carney is going to call a snap election. He's going to call an election before government resumes at the end of May, at the end of March. So we're preparing for that.
In fairness, that wasn't my question. The question is, if he does bring back Parliament and the choice before you is to either bring down the government or to support workers, what do you do?
Well, I think it's a false choice. That if the government is serious about doing that, they would bring the Parliament back now because workers are already losing their jobs. How would it make sense if this escalates and more job losses happen to wait another 30 days before Parliament's resumed and we see massive pain, workers losing their job? How does that make any sense? If the government's serious about putting in place supports for workers, I believe we should do that. I've called on that. Call back Parliament. Let's get it passed immediately. I can't imagine any opposition leader opposing a package to support workers if the government's serious about doing that. Bring Parliament back. Let's do that now. But we are operating under the clear indication by Mark Carney that there's going to be a snap election held early. He's going to call that mid-March, and we're preparing for that.